your soapbox. Ba-da-da-da. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the Soapbox. Here I am representing Strand Books, NYC. If you ever find yourself in New York City, go get you some books at the Strand. Support them. So what I want to talk about today is from the early 90s when I was a kid, this album dropped by Ace of Base. And on that album were songs like All That She Wants and Don't Turn Around. I think Don't Turn Around was on this album. I think the album is called Happy Nation. The song that I love from it is a song called The Sign. Right? And some of you might be familiar with this, some of you might not, but it is a total groove, and if you go back and listen to it, it still slaps. I want to say this group, Ace of Base, is from Sweden, and so it's really cool to hear the funk and the style and the groove. I know that they were inspired by Jamaican beats and patterns, but what I specifically want to talk about here is when an artist uses a key change from a minor key to a major key, and how that makes me feel uplifted when I hear it. So check this out. What they do is they start with this sort of thing right here. Then they do this, she does this, oh yeah, and then near the end of that intro, you get this. So ultimately, what we are is that's G, G to bump bump dun 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 dun. That's a G minor. So we're in the key of G minor here. We got this bun up, real groovy, right? Then at the end of that intro, they do this bump, 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 E flat, D, C to D major. Then, check it out, they drop into G major. So they do this interesting little twist there where the whole thing is in G minor of the intro, right? Then you hit E flat, C to D. Now this is a common thing in chord progressions and in key changes, right? The key that you want to go to, often a good way to lead the ear toward that is to play the 5 of the key you're going to. What do I mean by the 5, right? If we're in the key of G, G, A, B, C, D, D would be the 5, and in this case it's major. So we're actually going from G minor, then they're playing the major 5 to drop you into I got a new life, you would hardly recognize me, I'm so glad, how could a person like me care for you? Why would I bother when you're not the one for me? Ooh. Now something interesting happens here, right? At the end of this verse leading into the chorus, this is a 1, 6, 4, 5 pattern. We're going G, E minor, C, D. The whole time, it's just on repeat. All through the verse, C major to D major. But then, right at the very end there, to lead your ear so that you think, oh, something different is happening, what they do is they go G to E minor to A minor, the relative minor of C major. So instead of playing this C, which seems already a bit resolved, you've got this, something is a little different, this minor chord, to D major for I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes, I saw the sign, life is demanding, without understanding, I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes, I saw the sign, no one's gonna drag you up, take you into the light where you belong. Now at the end of the chorus they go, and where do you belong, to take you back into G minor. Oh shit! You gotta love that. I love that movement, right? From this minor kind of sound, which is always interesting. Minor is always an interesting use of the thirds, right? In the stack there. Then you get this great shift into that raised 3. It's almost like it's starting in a darker place, and it raises you up to be in a brighter place. And if you pay attention to the lyrics, what are the lyrics saying? I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so glad. How could a person like me care for you? So it's all about like using the musical pattern and the key change there to emphasize the feeling of and the idea of what the lyric is expressing. That's really good songwriting. So good on you, Ace of Base. Thank you very much. That's something I really enjoy. And if you have not heard The Sign from Ace of Base, by all means, go and listen. That song slaps. And if you don't like it, tough.
I bet you think your screen is frozen right now, but it's not.